You like my summer dress, baby girl? I actually went to TJ Maxx the day that they opened. I was there making the line. So yeah, and pretty cheap. I think I paid like $16 for this very cute dress. So I'm so happy to be wearing it, and I'm so happy to be able to go back to the stores, and mostly because you know what, our economy is not doing good, honey, so we need to start shopping.
That's what I keep telling my husband.
Welcome back to the channel, Carla Toledo, once again with another video. Today I'm gonna do the post-COVID video, or you know, working during COVID-19. I did go back to work. Nice to see you again, finally. It's been 3 long weeks of working hard. I've been working Monday through Friday, 43 hours a week, and hand scaling. Every morning I come in, they take my temperature. I have to go wash my hands. I answer a questionnaire, and we have records of that. So let's start with the patient. They're in the parking lot at the time of their appointment. They call the front desk and they say, I am here. Front desk tells them, has anything changed on the questionnaire that we asked? Any new symptoms? Blah, blah, blah. The patient says no. Then the front desk chats me, and she says, patient is here. I let the front desk know I'm ready. Front desk lets the patient know to come to the front desk. They take their temperature. They have them sign something, and then they send them back to my room. I ask the questions, you know, medical history. I take their blood pressure. I give them a mouth rinse. I have to do 2 30-second rinses of hydrogen peroxide, and they can't spit on the bowl. I suction it out. My patients say that thing tastes nasty and it's like spicy. That's what they say. We just have to make sure they're not allergic to it. We explain to them, you know, unfortunately we won't be able to use the Cavitron today or the water instrument today because of COVID-19. It releases aerosols in the air. They stay suspended, and it will be a problem for the next person if you were to have the virus and not have any symptoms. After I explained that, a baby girl.
Hand scales. And hand scales, and hand scales.
Okay, now your girl here, it's fully done. Like, she has her face shield, her N95 mask, her level 3 mask over it, her surgical gown. She has her hair cap, okay? She has her scrubs on, like, obviously, because then that means I will be naked. And it's really hot, you know, it's really, really hot. But I'm ready. Like, my patients are hilarious. Sometimes they're like, who's that under there? And, you know, like, they're like, Carla, is that you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm here, dying of
Hotness and heat.
but I'm here. Remember, I work in 2 different dental offices, so they both do things a little bit different. For one of my offices, I get to wear a white lab coat, and then I have it laundered, you know, daily. We do send it out. That same office pays for my scrubs to be laundered as well. They provide me with their scrubs. They're not cute at all, but at least I don't have to worry about bringing dirty scrubs home. Extended time, one office gives me 70 minutes. The other gives me 80 minutes. One of my offices gives me the surgical gown, and I have to wear it until it's visibly soiled, because, you know, it's like a shortage of supplies. So of course, you know, we have to do what we have to do to keep using these things. The N95 mask, I put a level 3 mask over it to protect it from getting dirty, from getting soiled. We're not allowed to wear makeup, which one day I just put like this tinted moisturizer, and then I could see it on the mask, and a lip gloss, and I was like, man, why did I do that? Like, now the mask is kind of dirty, so I have to get rid of that. And the problem that I'm having is that I'm not allowed to go to the front with all this PPE on. So I really have an issue with my bladder. Like, I self-diagnosed myself. I have a little bladder, and I have to go pee all the time. So it's annoying, you know, but I get it done. Oh, commercial favorite soda water in the whole wide world. It tastes like the perfect soda water right here. Just Polar, that brand. Yeah. This is not sponsored, but it should be Polar water. Watch out, I'm coming. Yep. So back to this. So post COVID-19, things are now different. Like the waiting room is empty. I have to wait like 15 minutes before I take the next person in. We have to let the aerosol settle, and then we have to wipe everything down like 3 times. We're always making sure that we're using a new handpiece when we're doing the polishing. I am selectively polishing my patients. I'm not polishing everybody. At this moment, we are not using the Cavitron. One of the hygienists did use it because the patient had like severe tenacious calculus. So it is a recommendation. It is not like against the law to use the Cavitron, but we're obviously avoiding it because it creates a lot of aerosols. If we use it, we do have to use the high-speed evacuation system. So hand scaling, I know you guys are gonna think that I'm a baby because so many other hygienists hand scaled probably their whole life, but I'm not used to that. When I was in hygiene school, we were taught to use the Cavitron first and then to fine tune with the hand scaling. So the fact that I'm using hand scaling like 24/7 really put a toil on my body. Like I came home one day and I was holding like a water or something and it just like slipped out of my hand. My hand went numb. I'm not even like being dramatic about it. Like my hand was hurting. Every time I come home, I tell my husband, like, can you give me a hand massage? And I'm like, press it hard because it hurts. And then my neck, like everything is just, I feel like harder now with wearing all this PPE. Another thing that I hate, and I know I'm not the only one, you have limited time with your patient, but when your glasses keep fogging up, like you have to stop the appointment to clear them and, you know, put them back on. I hate that, but it is what it is, and I think this is not gonna go away anytime soon, like the N95 masks and the face shields, which I'm planning on keeping my face shields because, like I said in a previous video, all that spatter and gunk was in my face before. Now it's in the face shield, so I'm happy about that. I polish my patients with a high-speed evacuation because I feel like at least in one of my offices, they're charging a $35 PPE fee because we are giving them 80-minute appointments. We are extending the chair time. We had to buy supplies that we didn't use in the past, like N95 mask, face shields, hair caps. Now our doctor is laundering our scrubs. So there has been a lot of changes that our offices weren't accounting for in the past. So that's where the PPE fee comes into place, okay? Also air filters that, you know, we have air filters in the room and all these things. So that's what I explained to my patients. I'm like, you know, unfortunately, we're not seeing the volume of patients we were seeing in the past, and that is to protect you. We have to extend the appointment time to make sure that there's enough time where the aerosols settle down, where I can be wiping everything down, and the next person can be safe. That's the reason why I've been polishing my patients, because you know what, I feel like they need to get their money's worth. In polishing, I don't feel like it creates aerosols. I think it creates spatter, and I'm protected. I'm wearing so much gear that even if it hits my facial, like I'm like, I'll be fine, you know. And I feel like my patients appreciate that, and so far it's been going good. It's been 3 weeks. You know, you guys might think I'm a baby, but when I was in hygiene school, like my tool was the Cavitron, and I would fine tune with the hand scaling, like, you know, go down here again, go on the distal of like the last molars and feel for tartar and calculus. But I wasn't doing the heavy work with my hand scaling. That was fine tuning, you know. So the fact that now I have to do it for the whole appointment time, is killing me, okay? I come home exhausted. Like, I should insert a picture. I don't look cute, guys. I look so ugly. I look like I'm about to die, like so tired. My hand, I came home like twice it happened to me. I was holding something on my hands, and then it just fell out of my hands, like a cup or something. And my husband's like, babe, like, what's wrong with you? I literally felt like my hand just went numb. Or it could be that I'm clumsy, because I am very clumsy. So could be that too, but it happened twice. And I think it has to do with hand scaling. And, you know, somebody told me, they were like, stop being a baby. Like, the other hygienists used to hand scale all the time, and they're fine. But I understand other women, other hygienists are amazing. They could do it. Like, it's hard for me. I mean, I'm getting better now and used to it, you know what I'm saying? But that's not how I roll. I like Cavitron and then hand scale. So this COVID-19 got to go away. The conversation in the room with the patient is definitely different. Like, I'm not like, how was your vacation? How was this? How was that? Because there was nothing going on the last 3 months except quarantine, you know? And then I also get certain remarks that are uncomfortable for me, you know, and I have to speak up. So like some patients are like, oh, well, the protest and this and that. And I'm like, all I'm going to tell you is that I don't stand for injustice. That's all I'm going to say, period. Like, we're all the same. So I understand why, you know, people are reacting certain ways. People are tired of being abused and being used and being stepped on, you know. So conversations can be a little weird, and sometimes I'm like, you know what, Carla, just stick to the clinical, just do your job, do your cleaning, keep your mouth shut. But I got a big mouth and it gets me into trouble a lot. Sometimes I gotta say how I feel, you know. I'm like, this is my opinion, but I'm not gonna stand for racism and injustice. No. Okay, like, no. But yeah, conversations can be a little bit uncomfortable sometimes, but you know what, they need to happen. Because if they don't happen, then if we stay quiet, we're not doing anything. Okay, so Black Lives Matters, baby G. That's right. So depending on the patient, the appointments, I feel like I do run pretty close to my time. But sometimes, since I get 80 minutes for prophies, I get 80 minutes for any appointment, to be honest. I feel like sometimes I finish like early and stuff, but then it gives me time to really like just do my notes and not be as stressed. And you know what's weird? I've been seeing less patients, but my body feels more tired than it did before. Okay, but I think it's because of the PPE and hand scaling. We used to be able to eat in the office, which was close to the operatories, but we're not allowed to do that. We have a room downstairs. I have to go with how the office is run because the dentists in charge are the supervising dentists, you know, they're the boss, and this virus is so new that we don't know a lot about it. They run a little different, but I still feel like they have created a pretty safe environment. I still have to finish my prophies early enough to have 15 minutes to clean and disinfect the room. Office A is all on the computer, so it makes it super easy because I see what treatment needs to be done for the patient and I can type my notes. Office B is paper charts, so it is a little bit more work because then at the end of the day I have to write my charts or during my lunchtime. And I'm not lying to you guys, like I've been leaving the office an hour later than normal, and I don't like that because patients have been really good. One thing that I thought was weird, I thought people were not gonna want to come into the office because of, you know, coronavirus and aerosols and all this. Honey, news flash, I've been booking into October. Okay, I've had to come in early for patients sometimes. Thursdays in one of my offices, I have a meeting from 9:30 to 11. And sometimes I have to put patients in because they're upset that they're being booked into October and their appointment was in March. Understandably, but at the same time, it's like, guys, work with us. Like, you know, we need to put 3 months worth of patients, and we only have 2 hygienists, you know, so most people are understanding, and other patients, you know, they're having a harder time, and that's okay. That's what we're there for. So I come in extra early and just clean their teeth and do whatever I have to do to keep them, you know, happy. Another thing I want to say is, like, I know a lot of hygienists were nervous to go back to work, and understandably, you know, some people have kids that are sick with asthma, or parents or people that have high risk, you know, medical conditions. So I understand why some people didn't want to come back. I just feel like also I see both point of view. I also feel like the dental community is suffering, like the dentist, the business aspect of it, because they were closed for 3 months and money was coming out for rent, for bills, but no money was coming in. So they want to get back to business. Also, I heard of a couple of dental offices that had to close down, and it broke my heart. I'm like, hello, that was somebody's job, that was somebody's business, and now it's closed. So I'm just so grateful to my employers. I'm so happy that I'm able to go back to work, and I'm so happy that they're doing everything in their hand to protect me. I mean, both of these dentists go above and beyond to make sure that their staff and their patients are safe. So I'm very proud and happy to work for the places that I work for. Okay? Now, I know that this is not the case for everybody. There are offices that are not providing proper PPE for their hygienists. Wrong. And offices that, are not giving time to the hygienist. They're still doing 50 minutes or 40 minutes or 60 minutes. So basically they're just back to business, like as usual. And I don't agree with that either. So I've seen a couple of hygienists commenting that they quit their jobs because of it. And you know what? I understand them completely. Like, we also have to be given the right equipment to work. Two things that I will not do, and I learned this in ethics class, okay? And if people don't like it, I'm sorry, this is how I roll. And I give you guys the same advice. Never do anything that can put your license at risk. Even if it's something that very unlikely to happen, if you're not 100% sure, don't do it. Period. If you have a gut feeling and you can't sleep at night and something is bothering you, just don't do it. Like, we all work hard for our licenses and to be where we are. So we need to make sure that we're doing things the right way. If your office is putting you in a position that is comfortable or unethical, don't do it. Like, if they're not giving you enough time to disinfect the room and leave the aerosols for 15 minutes, then have a talk with your dentist. Say, hey, listen, I don't feel comfortable. There are a lot of great dentists out there, and there's some that are questionable. We have to make changes in life. That's what life is about. Sometimes things happen for a reason, and sometimes we leave jobs and we find better jobs and stuff like that. So yeah, I just want the hygienist to feel like you guys are understood and supported. So that's what I'm here for as well, to let you guys know that I stand with you, my awesome hygienist. And I also want to let the good dentists out there, the good businesses, that I also understand the business aspect of it, and that you guys are also suffering. So it's not so black and white, you know what I'm saying? It's this whole situation is kind of hard, to be honest. I was speaking to one of my friends, and she was like, Carla, this extended time is not gonna last long, and I don't think they're gonna find a vaccine very soon. So you'll see how little by little things are gonna go back to usual. I hope that my friend is wrong. I hope that, that's not the case. I hope that we continue to do things top notch until there is a cure for this virus, because at the end of the day, we're trying to protect the patient and also us that we're exposed to, to this virus and stuff. We also have to leave our shoes in the office. They give us a little Tupperware. We put our shoes there. I just change my shoes and leave them in my car because I only have like one pair of Danskos. And then I put these like sport chancletas on, so I will invest in another pair, of shoes. I just don't know what I want yet. I want something comfortable. I do work 2 12-hour shifts, and those days my feet are killing me, my back, my neck, my shoulder, my wrist, my hand. I feel like I'm like an 80-year-old right now. Like, everything hurts, my bones, and it's all thanks to hand scaling. I just want to give an applause to those hygienists that always hand scaled. I don't know, you guys are superwoman, seriously, because I don't know how you guys do it. But I just want to say that I'm glad to be back at work. I'm glad to see my patients again. Even though it's not like before, this is going to be the new normal, I think. And another thing I'm happy for is that I told you guys I gained like 13 pounds. 13 pounds on quarantine. So I'm back on Weight Watchers. And except for the weekend, which today is the weekend, so I can eat whatever I want, okay? Don't judge me. But Monday through Friday, I've been sticking within my points because, baby girl, like, my cheeks are just getting more fluffy, and I can't let that happen too much, The thing I'm doing, I'm implementing a spin bike ride in my morning routine. I'm going to come up with a morning routine for you guys soon. But yeah, these are like some of the changes post-COVID-19 that I wanted to talk to you guys about that are happening. I'll keep you posted if things change, you know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, that is it for today's vlog. I love you guys, and I'm sorry that I haven't been posting as consistent or often, but like I said, I've been coming home really tired, and all I want to do is eat, rest, sleep. Sometimes I do another workout at night, but I've been really living in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get rid of Facebook in as much social media, like limit my social media time, because I think that we're losing that face-to-face interaction, that touching, that breathing and seeing things. I mean, why am I gonna be watching a movie of a couple going to the beach when me and my husband should be walking the beach? Like, you know what, everything is so virtual now, and I'm starting to feel like that's not good. It's not gonna do us good. So lately I've been trying to, like I said, live in the moment. I'm still gonna be doing YouTube, but I'm trying to not be watching too much stuff, you know, because I don't think it's good. But y'all can keep watching me, because that's good. I have actually some good advice for you guys. But yeah, that was it for today's vlog. You guys are awesome, and I love you, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Any questions or any videos that you want me to post, put them in the comment section, and I'll see what I can do for you. Okay, have a good one. Bye.